I heard once of a tale of a veteran watchman who liked his boots threadbare and cheap, of a man whose feet were so attuned to his city that the tactile brush of sandstone and gravel would give him an unerring map of his locale, even if blindfolded and deafened, and thus preferred his feet as close to ground as his station allowed. To be so sure of your place in the world is a blessing and a privilege. For us that wander, seeking evermore the new and unknown, perhaps thicker souls, yes? And steel-capped toes as well. The river Styx is a garden-fed well, as all lives, all that lives, washes upon its vacant shores. The silt of 1 billion lives flow past its bank, leaving some essence, some spiritual deposits in its wake. These spider lilies that grow there are as endless, as ceaseless as the river itself, and they whisper, oh yes. You can hear it in the winds, and the susurring of the phantasmal insects that thread and weave between them. Life whispers enticements to that which awaits unknown from the distant shores of the silent country, where the boat goes both ways. Hands burned once are more reticent to reach out to flames again. This we learn early and young, and for good reason. Pain is a teacher, a conservative one that warns of risk, of danger, of self-preservation, but no, not necessarily the best possible teacher. Pain does not teach us what hands are for, that they are meant to reach, meant to grasp, meant to seize, even as they ache, even as they tear, even as they burn. It is our more foolish selves that have it right in the end. If ambition sears you, grab a glove. We are more than what we are able to account for better or worse. There is an us that precedes our presence when we enter a room or travel to foreign environments, or make our introductions to strangers. Some of that existence is unjustifiable in its presence, a self forced upon us by the presumption of others, a mere and unwelcome taint of prejudice and reputation. Some of it is what lurks behind our conscious thoughts, our culture, our upbringing, our ambient ideologies. You can try to ignore it, but don't be surprised if that you starts making decisions for yourself. In one ear and out the other, but nothing that passes through a portal does so without being transformed, even if only in context of its environmental relations. Into the listener and repeat it as a speaker, and do you believe it's the same story told twice? Do you expect it to live the same existence within the minds and hearts of even those that know the truth of it? Would it be possible to understand the story to such extent that twinning it is feasible at all? But perhaps that risks being subsumed by another's way of thinking. The essence of a mask is both obscurity and revelation. When we hide the face that we think is ours, many find it easier, much easier, to be something else, someone else. Enough so that legends persist of mask makers and mask bearers and the spirits that possess them, but the truth of it is more pedestrian and perhaps more disturbing. That was within you all this time, unbeknownst. That way of viewing the world, that hide to your jackal. Is it you that wears the mask? Is it the mask that wears you? Or was something always there, waiting for its face? Hey, I actually forgot to put in the actual spot too for the. Okay, anyhow, moving on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new model debut. I put that together literally last night because I forgot to actually put it together earlier. I can't believe Landphilia has joined the stream. Hello, Land. I'm a big fan. Big Dust Bunny. Big Dust Buddy. But yes, finally, holy shit. This is not just a debut of new assets and new model, but also switching away from stream elements because I'm not too happy with their pro AI art stance. So I found a bunch of new toggles, a bunch of new emotes. But anyhow, let's go on. Welcome to.
I heard once of a tale of a veteran.
Also, I didn't realize I put the toggle on that button. Hello. But yes, I have a wave button now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Why is it stuck on the video when I want... What? No? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now moving on. There we go. Why is it on that particular button? Oh, I'm so confused. I should probably... Wow, I don't know where half these buttons are assigned to, but I need to fix this later on. But anyhow, yes, welcome to the Nameless Theater. Enjoy the new icon by my favorite graphic artist, Orihime. She actually did, I will go through the credits later, but she actually had a huge hand on a lot of the stream assets that are now in play. Why am I missing so much stuff on this particular... Yes, this has been in the works for an extremely long time. But I did want to debut everything with the story assets, and because the opportunity was there with the card reveal for Alter TCG as well. So yes, welcome to the Nameless Theater, finally, at last. That is not the button I intended. Okay, anyhow. Self-introduction. Most of you already know me, but this will be going on YouTube as well. So as an introduction, I am your proprietor, Lushen Zenner, hungry ghost, or once was, but has since been transformed by certain things in my past into less of a fear on the vile and unpleasant things in life, but more of a seeker of curiosities and new experiences. Of the many tasteful things I have discovered in my journey and my transcendence has been various works of fiction, various games, and various musical experiences. Amongst my favorites are the Illuminatus trilogy, written in like the 1980s, covering some of the most unorthodox conspiracy theories and philosophies of the time. I am the biggest goddamn nerd for Terry Pratchett's bibliography in particular. If you have not read the Discworld series, please let me know. I will give you a guide. That is by far my favorite writer and favorite book series. Neo Gaiman used to be there, but if you've been following along about what happened to Neo Gaiman, you know why it's left off the list. Sad. I'm also a huge fan of anime and manga as well. As you can imagine, this should be no surprise whatsoever to anybody that's following VTubers at all. But Rama 1 Half in particular is near and dear in my heart for being one of my earliest memories involving the scene. Also, big fan of the Gundam franchise, of the Macross franchise, and of course, yeah, the background, by the way, is... Oh, I forgot to put there. Art Nalium on Twitter was provided me this background years and years ago. This is an old commission actually, but I managed to. It's so good. It's so good at being reused for this is so good, so damn good as well. Also, among my favorite writers, I'm kind of skipping around here. The Atrocity Archives by Charles Stross informed a lot of the character background for this for my VTuber efforts. Player of Games by Ian M. Banks. Old and late, unfortunately. Scottish science fiction writer Ian M. Banks is by far one of the best writers of the scene. Player of Games is by far the most accessible of the culture books, of the books he produced under the Culture series. Highly recommended. And amongst the games I love to play, Girls Frontline 2 Exilium and XCOM 2 I consider pretty much of the same overall genre, which is the XCOM style tactical games. Not only because the games are great, but because of the storytelling they do too. Girls Frontline in particular, for a gacha game full of anime girls and quite frankly a lot of cheesecake as well. It is a bit of a gooner game, but I swear to you, the writing is actually fucking fire. It is actually fire. And also Guilty Gear Strive, because amongst the many flavors I've picked up and learned to enjoy since my ascendancy as a hungry ghost has been fighting games. And not just Guilty Gear, but also Street Fighter, hopefully 2SKO once it finally comes out. I have been waiting a long time. Ori, you want to pick us on 2SKO when it comes out, right? You want to do a little grinding, right? It's a ride game. You play all the ride games. Come on, it's just a little fun. Anyhow, also among the flavors I've picked up have been flavors in music. This is not a comprehensive list of my tastes, but these do tend to be the musical acts that I come back to again and again. Rage Against the Machine is honestly a dead giveaway of my politics in general. I want to get into too much of that while VTubing, but it is a major bedrock of my musical tastes, as are the Pogues. Irish punk is by far one of the best scenes out there. Windrose, if you know Windrose, you know how damn hype it is. If you know Dwarven rock, Dwarven metal, you'll have a lot of fun. It is honestly just a lot of fun. And finally, Dharma, not by the least at all, but Dharma is a Taiwanese death metal band. I'm not actually that much of a death metal fan. At least I'm not a very, very deep one. But you're telling me that there is a Taiwanese band out there that does death metal under Buddhist themes. They rewrite sutras for death metal. Holy shit, these guys are fucking badass. As for flavors I don't like, these will permanently be off the menu, or at least are things I do not particularly enjoy experiencing. Manosphere podcasts, again, this is probably a giveaway of my politics, but never talk about that here. As with post-Dixie country, like I respect a lot of country artists, but the industry and the scene in general since the Bush era has been a fucking disgrace. I hate flubbing 50/50s in my gachas. XCOM hit rates too, because they feel like gachas. Half-assed conclusions to my stories, and despite liking fighting games, I have to say I did not enjoy my time with DNF Duel. I have streamed it before. DNF Duel, nah, the underlying philosophy there. I'm hoping that a different designer was behind the upcoming Hunter x Hunter game, because it is by the same developer, 18, spelled 8-I-N-G, so 18. And there is a lot of hype being a Hunter x Hunter game, especially since Hunter x Hunter as a setting plays so damn well to fighting games in general, especially the more bizarre and powers and abilities that are out there. Like that's pretty much the perfect. Oh, Ori didn't know that there's a Hunter x Hunter fighting game coming out. It's a tag fighter too. So you know the 3v3 duels and duel art and the whole Hunter x Hunter arc. Yeah, that's coming out soon. I'm not sure how soon, but it's definitely coming out soon. And it's honestly a good training ground for 2SKO because they share a lot of underlying philosophies. Because the studio also produced Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I believe, or was it Marvel vs. Capcom 3? One of the more recent ones. But yes, it's coming out soon. Sooner than I expect, I think, because it's been in development for a while. But I am worried that they might have the same development philosophies as DNF Duel, because I really did not enjoy DNF Duel. Now, you'll see that there are a lot of cooking themes in this display. That's because I do a lot of cooking myself. I would like to say I'm a pretty accomplished chef, to be quite honest. But as an accomplished chef, I've burned through my share of pots and pans, and honestly, some of it, like there's a particular wok that's in my house in particular that burns a little too easily. It gets a little crusted too easily. So I have strong opinions about that, especially over and under salting my food. Yes, I love cooking, but also, God, cooking's hard sometimes. Amongst the other things that are off the menu, I don't like themes of unrequited passions. NTR is, as story writing, is no good. And fuck solo queue. No, wait, that's not angry enough. Fuck solo queue. As for content you can expect to see on my channel, obviously fighting games. As my work with Alter TCG recently has demonstrated, I do plan to do a lot of TCGs. I have been playing Magic for longer than I care to admit. I've stopped playing Magic. The fact that they charged $1,000, not angry enough. The fact that they charged $1,000 goddamn dollars for a tournament illegal set of cards as a promotion for the 30th anniversary pissed me off so much I swore off the game permanently. Also, do plan to do some coverage of gacha games. As you can imagine, Girls Frontline to Exilium has occupied a lot of my time, and the changes to Zenless Zone Zero has honestly made the game a lot of fun and a lot more immersive. It actually feels like a proper city simulator. Like you can actually hang out with the cast, make friends, fall in love, go on dates, so on and so forth. And as previously announced, there will be more story projects coming from my channel. And hopefully will not take a whole goddamn year or two to produce the next story, but it is what it is. I have always been a writer. I consider myself a particularly strong writer. There is a reason why my IRL work involves my writing capabilities, but actual story writing has been a skill set I've allowed myself to neglect for a while for professional work. To something of my regret, to be honest. A lot of this for the last few years has been forcing myself to exercise creative muscles I've allowed to atrophy since becoming a professional. And whether or not it produces something worth publishing, actually formally publishing, is still yet to see, but I am having fun, and that's the most important aspect of it. Content goals. Actually, I kind of covered a lot of this, but among the more important content goals, at least for my amongst what I consider the more important goals for 2025, is 2XKO. I was among the lucky few that got into the beta for the alpha for 2XKO last year. And I had a ton of fun with it. If you go to my YouTube channel, there are some videos of my coverage of 2XKO and overall gameplay. There have been some tweaks to it. I've been following it along like a rabid, obsessed fan. And I have, since I was in the alpha, I do have a guaranteed spot in the beta whenever it comes up. Hopefully in March. We will see. But yeah, Third Story Project will also be a lot of what I'm trying to do as a VTuber, as a storyteller in the VTuber space, is not necessarily to work on my strengths, but to shore up my weaknesses as a writer and as a creator. Working on a romance-themed story project, I will not guarantee anything I produce story-wise on this channel is going to be good, but it will be the result of my most earnest efforts to be better at writing and be better at creating, including tackling themes that I have historically, especially as a kid, either shunned or have not had any confidence in doing, and doing a romance story next will be a big chunk of that effort. But yeah, also, Altered is a lot of fun, and I will be doing more effort, Altered in the future. Looking forward to 2XKO, time to bust out my game head. Absolutely. I'm dragging you all into 2XKO hell. We will be stuck and ride hell forever. That's a promise. I will hold myself to it, and you all as well. I need to stop using that toggle. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyhow, among the many new seasonings for the channel, especially on Twitch, are a bunch of new assets. As you see here, I have new subscription badges, one for every element, based on the pendant I have as an area now, as well as a bunch of new emotes. Let's see, how many? 10 new emotes. A lot of the old emotes are still available for followers. Access to the new emotes will be for these are, honestly, you did a great job with these emotes. Emotes will be available for subscribers, although the ones that already drew for me, I think last year or the year before, are still available to followers, and those are also great. finally, 4 credits. Again, my VTuber mama, Nagi, is responsible for the model and design. Rig was done by Moru. And Ori was responsible for the overlays, panels, logos, and the schedule graphic I'll be using henceforth. The badges were done by Milk Spoopy, and emotes were done by Miyu, both of which can be found on VGen. VGen has been a great help in securing new assets. And that is all! Yay! Everybody did a great job of this. I'm happy to have finally a new model. This is my new default model. I still do have the previous, what I would consider formal wear model for like special events. That will be this one here. Technically, this was the original basis because I used this as the initial design. This was the model originally designed by Shie and then implemented by Nagi. But I wanted Nagi to have the overall design for the default model because I felt that to be appropriate. Yep. And there we go. This one has glasses off by default. There we go. But yeah, also, yeah, look at how Moro did a really good job on the rigging over here. Like the lip movement tracking with V-Bridger looks really damn slick. And yeah, yay, finally. This was a long time coming, and it's mostly my fault for how long it took. Because the rigging and the art design was done months ago, but I wanted the story to accompany it, and now it's all good. And now everybody's hard work and effort on my behalf can finally be fully demonstrated. That feels really awesome. In terms of what to expect in the near future, however, well, let me see. February, we were promised 2 SKO news. There's new Street Fighter and Guilty Gear content coming out, although the Guilty Gear character pass that was supposed to be coming out this month got delayed to March. Whoops. Oh well, that's fine. They're also promising new network improvements. Then, and there are gacha games to catch up because I am really far behind on the Star Rail and Zone Zero, and I am actually falling a little behind on the new story event for Girls Frontline 2 as well. But that's basically it. I look forward to this new era. I also look forward to working on the new story idea that I have. But one more thing, we do have to show off the model a little bit more. Why is the green screen on? Oh, I know why. Here. What I want to do is go here. There we go. Green screen time. All right, there are a few more toggles I do want to show off. Obviously, it's tiring being a professional these days. I do not get enough sleep. I never get enough sleep. Who amongst us knows what the hell sleep is? This is me when I have to work with some of our clients, especially the ones that are really slow and don't read their emails and change their mind at the last minute whether or not to actually have a meeting, and then tell me that, hey, we wanted my meeting in how, let's do it in the morning, except that morning in their time is really early for me, so I have to sleep early and wake up at like 6 a.m. This is me when they cancel on us anyhow, because then I just wasted my time and could have slept a little bit longer. This is me when you compliment my story. Nagi did a great job on the art, and honestly, with Moru, I kind of feel like I struggled for a while finding a permanent rigger. I think with the fact that the Moru I do interact on a semi-regular basis helps a lot. Previously, I think both of the previous riggers I've worked with are no longer in the industry, and it kind of it was kind of predictable on the basis that they were both college students, and therefore life got busy for them. I literally haven't heard from Kizuni for literal years at this point. I have no idea if she's still active. Again, glasses. I also have, of course, the mask I was demonstrating earlier. This one will probably be used for more like story-based projects, or just for like if I'm feeling particularly edgy, like in a fighting game tournament. That feels appropriate. Yeah, shirt is also, of course, removable. And let's see. And let me see. I also have some hair triggers. Longer hair if I'm feeling slightly unkempt. Actually, I was thinking maybe I just start the month with this and end the month with this. Oh, you like that, huh? Cold off, huh? So actually, there is one additional toggle to this I was thinking about implementing, but I can go. Which one is? Oh, not that. Let me see. It was here we are. There is one more layer to this. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, on this key? No, that's not it. That's the tuning thing. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. Where's my clothes? You saw nothing. But yeah, I am able to face bomb on command. And for full body shot, there we go. Power pose. Nice. Yep, there we go. This will be going up on YouTube and Ho. And otherwise, yeah. Looking forward to using this model significantly more often in the near future. I will have a proper schedule up on Monday using the new schedule asset that Ori has provided me. And otherwise, I will see you around. Take care, everybody. And until next time, eat well.